Hey, it's OGJ 420 blogger. You already know, if you ain't stoned, get stoned. It's another episode of Smoke Box at a Time. I got a special guest with me today. I'm going to let him introduce yourself. But thank you again for everyone staying tuned, liking, following, and sharing. I'm going to hand it over to him.
What's good, guys? My name's Wavy Gang Mac. I go by WG__Mac on Instagram. Tap in. I make music. I'm an artist out here in the 509, out here in Wenatchee, Washington. Tap in. Let's get this shit going.
We're going to smoke a bowl, and I'm going to ask him some questions. Let's go. Hit that shit, buddy. Is it hidden?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Here's that. First question I'm gonna ask you is that on a day-to-day basis, when you first started making music, how did smoking weed help you on a day-to-day basis grow as an independent to help you succeed with making music or your hobby?
For sure, bro. When I first started making music, it was more just like fucking around. I wasn't really like smoking or nothing of that. And then I started like smoking. That helped me get in like that mental state of mind where I'm like, all right, like I can like chill out and kind of just vibe.
Help slow things down a little bit, huh?
Yeah, for sure. And I like when I make music though, it's like it's not like it's like hard or nothing like that. It's more like chill, like shit like that. So it's more just like what I'm thinking of on that at that time. I don't really be making like, oh yeah, I'm gangster, I'm hard, I do all this shit. It's like real shit, like shit that I've been through in my life and
Exactly.
and stuff like that. So
Heck yeah. Another question would have to be, from you growing up in your past from to now, what would you say would be a great accomplishment?
I've always wanted to be an artist ever since I was little, for sure. I've fucking always wanted to make music. I always wanted to go on these bigger TV shows and do that shit. And doing my first show was definitely my biggest accomplishment for sure.
Heck yeah.
Shout out Who Is JG, Who Is D Fly Wavy, you dig?
Exactly. Heck yeah, man. I like that. Another question is, what would be one thing you would be regret doing back then from now? Or what is some advice you can give someone that is upcoming, building, or struggling to create a hobby? Like, what is some advice, some encouragement advice to help them succeed a little bit further, but not succeed all the way, but to help them learn?
Yeah, for sure. My biggest advice I could give somebody, honestly, is I don't want to say follow your dreams because that's such a cliche saying, but find something that you love to do. I know a lot of people that have tried to force themselves into these different things and like force themselves to like it, and they ended up just getting mad after a while. Like if you find something that you love doing, whether it's art, writing music, anything like that, like do it. Like straight up just grind on that shit, keep doing it, keep practicing, keep putting that work in. Nothing's gonna come easy, and at the end of the day you're always gonna have to put that work in for real. So
Okay. One more question. It's a new question I'm gonna add in. I'm gonna let everyone else know. I'm gonna give a person at the end, towards the end of each time, one word, and they're gonna explain it, what it means to them. The word I'm gonna give you is pressure. What does pressure mean to you on a day-to-day basis, growing your hobby, growing your music?
pressure, I honestly love that word pressure, because at the end of the day, like my thing, how I would interpret pressure when it comes to like doing a hobby or doing whatever you're doing, is people hating. There's always gonna be haters. There's always gonna be people beating you down, fucking all that stuff. So I love the pressure. I love being I love being stomped on. I love being hated on. Like, I feed off that shit, and it just makes me want to go harder and harder.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, and like people think like once the pressure hits them, that's when they need to slow down or quit doing their thing. Like, not at all, bro. That should make you want to go harder. That should make you want to go 10 times harder and make these projects happen, no matter what you're doing, whether it's writing books, painting, drawing, writing music. Like, that would definitely have to be the biggest thing, because people are always going to hate at the end of the day. Everyone's always going to have an opinion.
I like that. I liked how you explained that. I really hope the viewers will listen a little bit about what pressure means a little bit. But one more question is, what is one question you have for me?
What is one question I got for you?
Yeah. It could be any type of question.
Ooh.
Any type of question.
Why did you want to start getting into like blogging and promoting people's stuff and stuff like that?
Because when I was over in Seattle, Tacoma, I see a lot of it. There was a lot of it. A lot of promotion, a lot of blogging. And since I dabbed and smoked a lot, I said, all right, let me use this to start blogging, to show people that people can actually make a life out of it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. So when it came to Wenatchee, there was not really a lot of promoting. There's not really a lot of blogging. Nothing really like that. So I said, all right, since I'm not doing it for money, I'm just doing it for the community, so people can actually get out there and express themselves and show them each of their hobby or different talent. So for me doing that, it just kept building and it just kept growing. So I love it to death. So it's on a day-to-day. It's hard to explain. I'm not gonna lie. I'm speechless a little bit on how far I've became. Like it's just basically. Yeah, it's just I didn't see nothing out here like that, and I had something that was working, and I stuck with it and grew with it. Really, That was a good question. I haven't been asked that question yet. I was probably stumbling words a little bit, but that was a very good question. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a very tough question. I had to think about that. I had to think about that. If you have anything to promote or anything that's coming out that you want to share right now, will be the time. I'm about to wrap it up here soon, but I'm gonna give it to him. Let's go.
So I go by WG Mac. I think it's capital W, capital G, capital M, A, and then lowercase AC on SoundCloud. That's all I'd be really dropping on. I'm gonna start dropping on YouTube soon though. I got some projects on the way with some hella dope artists. I can't expose none of that right now, but just stay tuned, tap in, follow the Instagram, WG__Mac on Instagram.
And I'll make sure to mention it, so the mention will be in there, the SoundCloud and the Instagrams, so that'll be all mentioned. Hope everyone has a good fucking day. If you ain't stoned, get stoned. Like I said, it's another smoke box at a town. Let's go.